You mentioned Gen Z, Gen Z.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about it. I mean, these are the people that are now coming of age. They're becoming consumers, and also in my company, they're now joining the team.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about them. How do you treat them, or what's their mindset, and how does a restaurant need to adapt to them?
No, I think it's really important to understand where you look also at Gen Z, and I also try to get them in our company as well to reflect and to really understand also the clients in that way. And what we see, of course, with Gen Z, sustainability again is really important for them. It's about personification as well. What's good for me? It's about also, let's say, extreme indulge. It's not about the middle anymore. Or it's on the left where it's very healthy, or it's just the other side, like indulge, for example. So if you develop a concept in the middle, they would say, that's nice, but it's not for me. And I think also the role from social media in terms of the influencers in looking at the TikToks of this world, or Snapchat, which is really a communicating tool for them, which is really key. And if you see the queues bumping up right now in the US, but even in the Netherlands right now, because it was on TikTok, and that's really close to that generation as well. And they really go there. It's unbelievable. I'm amazed in that one. So you need to understand, if you develop concept or you're an entrepreneur, how they think in that way, how they act. Why do they choose for you? And how can you influence it as well? So I think it's a really important generation to follow for the future, and see how you can be connected with your concept.
And in terms of, can you still do, let's say, old concepts, or how do you merge those concepts into what made hospitality great in, let's say, in the early 2000s or before COVID and after COVID? I mean, is this something that I mean, how do you adapt?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture, of course. But what I said, if you are too much in the middle, it's quite difficult. And we know that if you talk about trends, that there are certain cuisines like the Korean one, Japanese one, the fusion are there. A good brasserie from Paris, whatever, will remain because it's good. It's about the service, about the quality of the food as well. There are a lot of people who love to go there as well because it's authentic in that way. So it's a mixture of that. So I'm not saying you should only do TikTok concepts. We are out not working. That is for a specific generation. But even that generation, they have different needs at different moments because they will be part of the family sometimes and they will go somewhere else. If they will go with friends, they might have a choice to go to that specific concept. So I don't believe that we won't see those concepts anymore because we will see fast service concepts. We will keep them as well. We will see more fast casual and casual dining. I think the fine dining, which is not superb in that way, would have a little bit more difficulties in that way. But in general, I would say if you stick to quality, service, and having the right ambience and value for money, I think that's really important as well, because I'm happy to pay a lot of money, but if it's not the value what you're expecting, that's an issue. So that needs to be in balance.